is the perfect time. Already went out.
All right. Number 1. Are these two triangles identical?
No.
What do you mean? They have 3 sides. They all have a 70, a 95, and a 12. Jonas.
If you match the triangles up, the side length of 12 will be on different sides.
Yeah, and you can also try this on tracing paper if you would want. There's a little box of that back there. If you ever want to trace it and then slide it, you'll see that it's not the same. You also notice that opposite the 70 is the 12. Here it's opposite the 95. That's definitely not the same. So certainly no, and be sure you explain why. Okay, it's not simply a yes or no question there. Question 2, same exact thing. What do you think on that one? Josh?
I think no.
Why?
Because the 40 and the 270s aren't in the same areas. It's not the same size.
Okay, it's not the same size. That's kind of a giveaway. As far as being in the same location, if you would slide this one over, they would be in the exact same spot, 270s and a 40. Okay, how else could you tell? Not proportional. How many sides of this one are the exact same size to this one? One. This side right here, they share one side, right? The other two are certainly not, which Josh mentioned that they're not the same size. Okay, so again, explain why. Question number 3. Do those have to be identical? Kellen?
I said no because the 100-degree angle could be anywhere on that triangle.
Yeah.
It could be any different spot.
Okay, there's actually 2 different ones that can be drawn. If you just want to see a picture of them, they're right there. And here's one little trick. So here you see how the 11 is opposite the 100. Do you know why the 8 couldn't be here?
Because then the angle would be smaller.
Yeah. So the opposite the 100 has got to be the longest side, because there can be no angle in a triangle bigger than 100, because if it was, you'd be over 180. Okay, so the reason 8 cannot go here is because this would be a smaller angle, which means this would have to be a smaller side, and obviously 11 is more than 8. So those are the only 2 possibilities to draw for this one. Question number 4, and again we had to explain why, or draw those, show those 2 triangles. The markings, hardest one on there.
I gotta say, it took me a long time to figure it
Jessa, what do you think?
Starting from the left,
Yep.
-9, -6, 3, 9, 12, and 15.
Nice job. Okay.
That's insane.
Question 3. Georgie. Georgie, do you want to stay after school an hour?
Sorry, Mr. Mopranti.
So that'd be a no, you don't? Okay, that's a wise decision. Problem 5. How long, and we've had time equations. Do you remember what time equals?
T equals, is it like R divided by D?
So this all came from the distance equals rate times time was 1. D divided by R. Distance divided by rate. Okay, so what's our distance?
800, 1,800.
Okay, it is negative. What's my rate? Negative 4.2. Now, we can use calculators, but I still want to see what you typed in. That is the trade-off of using a calculator. So I want to see this. Then I'm okay if you type it in there. Dividing 2 negatives means my answer should be, which makes sense. I'm not going to have a negative time. So here's what I get.
Let's go.
About 446.4 seconds.
About, so I should have approximately, what do you want to do, 446.4? All right. Label? How do we know it's seconds?
Because it's meters per second.
Yeah, because of how the rate was. If that was meters per minute, this would have to be minutes. If it was meters per hour, that would have to be hours. So make sure you label correctly there as well. Question number 6. Brooks.
I got about $6.47.
Can you tell me how you got that?
I got 3.25 times 1.9, what, $1.99.
Okay. Now again, if you're going to use a calculator, that should be labeled on there how you got that. Otherwise, your work should be showing of you actually multiplying it. Did it come out perfect?
No.
No. Which is the same thing when you go to the grocery store and they always round it. So what are you going to get charged there, you think?
647.
They're going to definitely round up when they can. 647. All right. B. How much do X pounds of apples cost? 199 times X is correct. $1.99 times pounds. If you spend $5.17, how many pounds did you get? So this would be $5.17 divided by $1.99. Anybody do that? Colin?
About 2.6 pounds.
About 2.6. Anybody agree with that?
Yeah.
About 2.6 hashtags. Yes.
I got about 2.5, but that's still be okay.
I mean, that's pretty close. Let's see what we actually get here. Yeah, it's 2.597, so 260 would probably be a better. 2.6 would probably be better. The 9 would definitely round that up. But I would still count it. That's fine. That's fine. Number 7. Diego has a glue stick, diameter 0.7. Talked about this one yesterday. We need the diameter times pi, so 0.7 times 3.14. And I get a diameter of 0.7, so the circumference would be about 2.198. Good with that? All right, so how many times does it roll? Well, 3.5 inches away divided by this number that I just got. Anybody round that to 2.2?
No.
Nobody. Everybody used 2.198? Oh, nice.
That was easy.
About 1.6 rotations.
About 1.6 rotations. I'm good with that. $1.6